This is the TM Lights East Division at the Rockingham Speedway, race 2 of 6. Bernie Fellows took the pole with Chris Cole in the 44 on his outside. Fellows does not get that great of a jump, but he is still able to fend off the competition going into turn number 1. However, going into turn 3 would be a different story. Al Kincaid gets a big run on the 19, and he's able to sweep by Fellows without a problem. And he took the lead just in time because we had our first caution at the beginning of lap 2. Marco Mescal on the 444 hooks Chris Cole, his teammate, coming off at turn 4. They both go spinning. This causes a huge stack up, and therefore a big pile up towards the back of the field. Andrea Canassa is in there, Quan Jing is around, and Paul Gartley also got a piece of that. The back end of the 239 driven by Edelmeyer is smashed in, and Paul Gartley was the one that ran into the back of him because he couldn't get slowed down in time. I believe that is Jan Lauritsen in the green and white car that got a piece of that as well. Chris Allen in the 426 is in there, among several others. Al Kincaid leads on the restart. Bernie Fellows managed to hang on to second before that caution, and that is Stephanie McGlynn running in the third spot. But here comes Jack Bohart climbing his way up towards the front, but he's going to have to wait before making his move for the lead because we get another caution on lap 8. James Rand turns Taylor Silverman into the inside wall. Silverman goes spinning back up in front of traffic. He collects Dave Larson, and Roger Kendall smashes into the 01. And that will be the end of the race for Silverman and Kendall. Joe Branch in the 448 also got a piece of this. He gets clipped by the spinning Dave Larson and goes into the wall. Branch would march on. Al Kincaid continues to lead after the restart, but not for long. Here comes Jack Bohart. He powers by the 17 with Kelly Dawson in the 97 trying to follow suit. Dave Larson was incredibly slow after the restart. In fact, he can't even get out of third gear, and it didn't take the field too long to put him a lap down. It looks like Larson is trying to be a gracious backmarker, but the fact that he's out there running so slowly is still not very courteous. Buffy Barenas in the 024 had to go the lead in the midst of the chaos involving Dave Larson. However, Al Kincaid wants it back, and he takes it without much of a problem. Takumi Nagata was being a more annoying backmarker than Dave Larson. He drifts up into Leslie Riggs coming off of turn 4, and then here comes Justin Lewis with a full head of steam. He ran right into the back of the 03, and this collects Stephanie McGlynn in the 60 as well. Takumi Nagata did not have a great reputation last season, and it looks like this year is not going to be that much better. Al Kincaid is blown up under yellow. The 17 car just goes up in smoke as he was leading. And that is a real shame because Kincaid looked like he had the car to beat in the early stages of the race. This is going to put Mario Mendoza in the lead when the race restarts, with Buffy Barenas in second. Jack Bohart in car number 3 is in position number 3. But it didn't take long for us to get another caution. James Rand strikes again, turning the 82 of Jessica Orvell into Marco Mescal, sending him for a spin. Aaron Cards in the 13 is also collected in this mess. Here's an aerial shot. James Rand just gets into the back of the 82 and turns her to the inside, sending Mescal and Cards spinning at the same time. This is the second time that Rand has gotten into the back of somebody today. Buffy Barenas leads on the restart with Jack Bohart right behind her. Mario Mendoza has dropped back to third. And then we get another caution, this time on lap number 39. It's kind of hard to see, but Thurston Blood and Kristen Wagner get together. Jessica Orvell goes spinning into the wall. Kristen Wagner gets a piece of the wall as well. Leslie Riggs is the next driver to get bitten by mechanical problems. Her Tremwell blows up under caution. She would then be joined by Stan Rosenstrutter driving another Tremwell. Al Kincaid also drives a Tremwell, so you gotta wonder whether something is going on with that car today. Jack Bohart leads on the restart. Tobias Johansson went a lap down because he had to pit for a small problem under green. And Johansson looks like he wants to race Buffy Barenas in second, allowing Bohart to extend his lead a little bit. But then, guess what? We get another caution. Jan Lauritsen and Andrea Canassa get together coming off of turn 2. Canassa is sent sliding down the backstretch. Justin Robinson in the 38 is sent spinning, but that was a much smaller wreck than it looked like it was going to be. Jack Bohart continues to lead on the restart. Bernie Fellows has moved up to second with Mario Mendoza in third. Tobias Johansson gets a great start, which is bad news for Jack Bohart because this opens up the door for Mario Mendoza, who makes a big charge coming through the first couple of corners. Bohart and Mendoza split Johansson going into turn number 3. Mendoza powers by, and Fellows decides that he's going to have a go at Jack Bohart as well. And then Bohart causes the next caution by hooking and turning Palmer Styles coming off of turn 4. Styles goes into the inside wall and comes spinning back up onto the track. Chad Lindy clobbers Styles right in the driver's door. Marco Mescal and Joe Fantazzi get involved as well, and we have a big crash down in turn number 1. James Ryan smashes into Chad Lindy, and a few other cars pile in. Justin Lewis, Ricky Gonzalez, Jan Lortzen, Dave Larson, but we do hope Palmer Styles is okay because that was a massive hit to his driver's door. Bernie Fellows leads on the restart with Buffy Barenas right behind him. This time Tobias Johansson hangs back and allows Bernie Fellows to have the line. Bernard Strauss was involved in the lap 2 accident, but here he is coming up towards the front as we near the closing laps of this race. Strauss was sidelined for several races last season after getting into the massive crash at New York. Another driver starting to make his way forward is Morgan Hamburg in the 90. He's been lingering around stock car racing for the past couple of seasons, but has not had that much success. But today he's got an opportunity to try to prove himself, running in third behind Mario Mendoza. A few moments later, Mario Mendoza is going to take the lead from Bernie Fellows, but then he washes up the track coming off of turn 2, opening up the door for Morgan Hamburg, who gladly accepts this opportunity. Hamburg dives it into turn 3, but then he washes up the track as well, opening up the door for Buffy Barenas. It's 3 wide for the lead off of turn number 4, but Mario Mendoza is able to clear them, and they almost clobber Dave Larson. Buffy Barenas battles back coming off of turn number 4, and she will take the lead. Bernie Fellows is going to get a little too personal with Morgan Hamburg coming off of turn 2. However, they're able to quickly sort that out, though I imagine Hamburg is not going to be too happy at Bernie Fellows over this. Buffy Barenas is still engaged in a fierce battle with Mario Mendoza, but despite all this battling, they've still got a pretty nice cushion over 3rd and 4th. However, the final caution is going to put it all to an end. Justin Lewis gets into Emmanuel Rodrigo coming off of turn 2, taking both cars into the wall and sending them sliding down the backstretch. Mario Mendoza blows up from 2nd under caution. This is the 4th engine problem we've had today, and it comes as Mario Mendoza was guaranteed a 2nd place finish because this race will end under yellow. And Buffy Barenas will come across the line to take her first TM Light Series victory.